Alright, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I am going to show you how to make Final Fantasy VII Rebirth look better on your 4K display. So right now is what we're looking at is let me see if I can get a close-up of good old Mr. Cloud. So right now we are on 4K, and this looks fairly decent to me for the most part. Like, you can kind of see that. But if you run out here and then you kind of look out here in the distance, kind of still looks a little bit, just a little bit tad blurry or whatever. You kind of look at that tree back there. You can definitely see how the tree will still kind of be looking like a little bit blurry. But is what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. Let me just show you that it is actually at options, graphics. We are on performance mode. So now is what we're going to do is we're going to come out here to the home screen. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to settings, down here to screen and video. And then you're going to go to resolution. Is what you're going to do. If your TV will support 1440p, go ahead and click 1440p because that's what the game renders at. If it doesn't, then you're going to have to select 1080p. But if you can go down to 1440p, which is the game's output resolution, then you're going to go ahead and select that. And then you will get back into your game. And as you can see, it's a lot sharper now. It's a lot cleaner. The overall image quality looks much better. Now let's go up here. Look at this tree. See the tree, it looks a little bit better. It's not as fizzly as it was before when you were looking at it. The tree doesn't look as fizzly. Your vegetation and everything looks pretty dang good. Looks pretty close. We didn't stop and look at that. But then you run up here, and we're going to go back up there to that rock that we were just standing at, so that we can kind of like get a close-up look at his face real quick again. So if you turn the camera around, and now it looks even sharper. Even sharper. You can't even see the pixelization in his hair anymore because now it just looks incredibly sharp. Because your TV, most of these TVs. Now, okay, now we're going to explain this theory and why this actually works. So what we're on right now is the Vizio H1 OLED. So, I mean, this is a pretty decent TV. It's an OLED. It's going to have a very decent upscaler in there. And it will upscale your image quality. So now this looks like it's 4K running on a 4K screen. But let me show you that other thing just one more time. So even if you go even if you're stuck at 1080p, so say your TV doesn't have the 1440p, say you can't do 1440p and you're stuck with 1080p, go ahead and select 1080p, and then is what you're going to do, and then you'll obviously get back out into your game. This will look a little bit softer than the 1440p, but let's come back over here so that you guys can see the face. Oh, man, he just jumped right up there. Quit jumping around, Mr. Cloud, sir. So you get back over here and you look at this, and, for the most part, you've still got a pretty fairly decent sharp thing, but you can see a little tiny bit of, like a little bit of flicker in the hair and stuff. Not as much, though. Definitely looks pretty dang good to me. That looks very, very sharp, very, very crisp. All over, you ain't got no stair stepping, no lines, no blur in any of this now because of the fact that your TV is upscaling the image. And I'll tell you guys the secret about how I found this because it is crazy. You see that tree right there, the bushy looking tree, not even flickering. Still remains nice and stable. There's no fuzz or fizzle or anything like that. Like there was at 4K. If you don't believe me, we can kind of go back to 4K. You can test this at your very same house or at your house on your own screen. You could test this yourself, but just like I noticed that as I was running down that freaking hill over to there, that it looks fizzly. when you have it on 4K. And the reason why that's doing that is with 4K, when you have your PlayStation 5 in 4K mode like all the time, that means your PlayStation 5 is sending a 4K signal to your 4K screen, so your TV is not going to upscale because it already thinks it's getting a 4K signal. So there's no reason for your TV to interpret that and upscale that. And this is across every single TV. Even my LG C2 does the same thing. If it gets a 4K signal, it will not upscale. But if you do what I'm telling you to do and showing you to do, go into your settings, go down to your screen and video, come on over here to resolution, drop the thing to freaking 1440p. That's the native resolution of the game. That's the native resolution, like your screen will do that. And then your PlayStation 5, see, it just upscales it. It makes it look incredible. Like, this looks very, very clean, even on a 4K OLED. Now, monitors aren't going to do this. On a monitor, it's going to be the same. Now, this game looks absolutely pixel freaking perfect on my LG Ultra Gear, my 1440p Ultra Gear. It looks incredible. You still get all your HDR. All of that stuff is still 100% intact when you utilize this method. Now you're going to have games on your PS5 that are going to be 4K. Like there are going to be games that are going to be 4K. You will not need to utilize this with those games. But when you get a game like this, a big open world like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you are going to want to take advantage of this. You're going to want the best image quality that you can get. So utilizing this method to have your TV upscale it is gonna be beneficial to you across a lot of different games. So it is something that you will be switching back and forth a lot. You will be taking advantage of this a lot more, but it is going to give you the overall best stable image quality that you can get from lower resolution games, period. Like there's no other way to do this. Your PlayStation 5 isn't going to upscale it. Your TV will not upscale a 4K signal. You have to drop it down to 1080p or 1440p for your TV, your smart TV, to even be able to upscale that. Now we're going to talk about different types of TVs. Now you're going to have, like with your OLED TVs, obviously you're going to have a significantly better upscaler in those specific TVs. LG is incredible. Like my LG OLED C2 is so very good at upscaling images that it looks incredible. It looks absolutely beautiful when I upscale any of my Xbox games or PlayStation 5 games. And this does work with Xbox Series X and S. You just set your console to 1440p or 1080p. Your TV will upscale that. But then if you get something, like say you get like a cheaper TV, you still will get an upscaler in there. Every single TV, every 4K TV is going to come with an upscaler. Some are going to be better than others. Like this one right here. This one here actually makes it look pixel pixel dense on my Vizio and on my LG. But then some TVs are going to make it look like it's a water painting. And it still looks incredible, but if you get up really close and you look at the overall image quality, it's going to look like a water painting. And it looks incredible even when you're up close. It looks very cool, but when you're sitting back, so that's going to be like your lower end upscaler. But like these types of upscalers and these OLEDs, because they're just better. They've got a lot more going on them. They're going to be able to upscale your image quality even better, and you don't even get a lot of ghosting. You actually don't get a lot of ghosting when you use this method. Like it's pretty good. Obviously OLEDs are going to be the best, but you're still going to have like and then your second best are probably going to be your nano LEDs, the mini LEDs or whatever, and then obviously you're going to get the other ones. If you have TV with the edge light, HDR, or you've got full array local dimming, either way, like eventually you're gonna have problems, or some TVs might not look as good as the other ones do. But yes, making sure you've got a good upscaler in your 4K TV is absolutely paramount for these next gen consoles, and this is the only way that I've found to really do anything to combat the lower resolution when it comes to some of these games. And I mean, even Forspoken looked absolutely incredible using this method on this exact same TV to upscale that. Now, nothing's going to be able to do anything about, like, obviously you're going to have some of these rock faces that are going to be blurry textures, stuff like that. That there's just what, you know, I mean, obviously Square Enix doing that, but for everybody that's sitting there saying that, oh man, the game looks the same, no, this looks significantly freaking better. I said that in the first video. I'm standing by that now. This looks significantly better. I could easily play this on my 4K TVs, and my OLEDs. This looks great. This looks incredible. As you can see that I did with the when you get into system, you go into options, go down to graphics. Obviously, I put my brightness at 0, but you know, obviously, if you have it up there where it was when you first got into the game, I think it was at 5, and then you get back into the game. Obviously, that's going to make it look a little bit more washed out. You're not going to get any of that better look. So yeah, you are going to have to do that too. You have to go down here to your system, and you have to get in here to the graphics. You have to set your freaking brightness at 0. You want it at 0. It's just, trust me, it's going to be better. It adds a little bit better looking contrast to the game. Makes it look significantly better. So yeah, you can 100% enjoy this experience on a 4K OLED or a 4K TV by letting your TV upscale. And, you know, for the most part, yeah, this will give you a much sharper, cleaner image quality for this masterpiece. So if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.